Mheshimiwa, you as well represent a very senior citizen, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. You are his he's your constituent actually. Do you think he still has a role in both Kenyan politics or the stability of Kenya in terms of how he influences it, or how what role he plays going forward? I know he has not been entirely retired either politically. Some are speculating that he's been pulling strings behind the scenes. But do you think he still has a role in terms of Kenyan politics, either as as a senior citizen, as a statesperson?
First of all, any retired president who is alive in any country is a powerful person. Is a man whose word would be listened to. But I like what I've seen in the recent past when President Uhuru Kenyatta has, taken a back seat and let, politics take its course. Unlike previously in 2022, 2023, when he was a lot more politically involved, I find that he has taken a back seat in the year 2025 and the year 2024. But it is important to say that his stand politically would have would mean a lot, and a lot of people would listen to what he's saying. So when there will be a crisis, supposing there's a crisis, I would expect his voice to be the voice, or the sober voice, to be listened to and to put people together. But I do not see a situation where he will be active in politics again, because we have had him say and pronounce himself on it and say that now all he wants to do is rest and watch as politics is played by the players who are now active. So I think he has taken a backseat, but I know if his voice was required, he would come and say something about the country and ask people to go a certain direction. And he would have his fair share of audience that would listen to him. And therefore, because you see, people treat such luminaries with respect, because they know, they feel like he has nothing to gain or lose if politically, and therefore what he's saying is seen to be objective, to be only guided by objectivity. And therefore, like any other retired president in the past has enjoyed, he enjoys an audience that would really want to hear what his comment or his idea about certain situations. Yeah.
At the start of our conversation, you mentioned the issue of obviously a very huge political event in the year. That is recently the by-elections that just ended recently. As a leader from the Greater Kiambu region, from the Mount Kenya region, I know this political event has been quite significant. Do you think its conclusion or the results from the by-election maybe are an indicator towards the outcome of the 2027 by-elections? I have seen some analysts say that probably in 2027 the fight will be bigger, because probably everybody could be fighting in their own constituency, other than where this by-election, all resources, both financial and personnel and campaign machinery, was deployed towards winning these elections for government, or winning, or trying, the opposition trying to flex their muscle. Do you think this is an indicator, or it was just a unique political event?
Any by-election that would come at a time like this is an indicator of where we're headed. I mean, when one side wins 7 seats out of 7 in the parliamentary by-elections, it's a big indicator. It says it all. And political trends do not change so drastically. Kenyans are not very drastic people. We like stability, and therefore we like moving in a certain direction. And that is an indication. What you saw in the by-elections is an indication of what will happen in 2027. That Kenyan people generally like stability. They avoid drastic changes, and they avoid very radical changes. So you find that they move in a certain direction. And that is the direction that we saw in the by-elections. Therefore, that informs 2027 without a doubt. It has been proven in the past. You remember in 2022, when the by-elections happened in Juja and Kiamba, after the demise of the Paul Koinange and Waititu of Juja. What happened after those by-elections is what gave impetus to UDA, and that is how UDA came and swept the other seats in August of 2022. So I would say that the same trend, and this has happened even in other by-elections that have come towards elections. It's always been an indication. It's a litmus test, and that is why it was important, because now the people know. The people have a feeling. If you had listened to the opposition at that time, you would have thought that the government candidate or the UDA candidate would not even get 2 votes. But now when it comes to where the rubber meets the road, then we had a test, and we saw that it's actually lies that have been peddled by opposition. And that is exactly what is going to happen in 2027.
Sparking from these by-elections, this week we have seen rhetoric emerging of about the issue of being a Mount Kenya West, a Mount Kenya East. Historically, we've known the Mount Kenya people voting as one bloc, speaking in one political message. In the last general election, they even defied one of their most formidable sons to vote for President William Ruto. Why this rhetoric right now? Why Mount Kenya West? Why Mount Kenya East?
There has been an attempt to divide Mount Kenya, and that attempt has been a brainchild of the opposition. That attempt to say that now we have Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West, and that we could have different political ideologies, cannot succeed. We are one people. Even when we say, asking for issues of development and saying we now want development to come to Mount Kenya East or to Mount Kenya West is okay. It's pretty much okay, because politics is a science and art of division and distribution of resources. And you have seen in the past Kiambu saying we now want to be treated as a region by ourselves, so that our votes are significant. So we should be a region, so that development comes to Kiambu. It doesn't mean that we have now gone our separate ways. No. Mount Kenya is Mount Kenya. We speak the same language. We have the same issues. We have we have the same needs. We are all farmers. We rely on agriculture. So we are one people. And clamor for recognition, whether it's a constituency, whether it's a ward, whether it's a county, whether it's a region, whatever it is, clamor for recognition, political recognition, cannot be suppressed. It must be supported. But that doesn't mean, even now, we are one country, but we have many regions. We have Luo Nyanza, we have the Greater Nyanza, we have Western, we have Eastern, we have Northeastern, and everybody pulls from their side. When we want a road, we say we want this road to come to Rift Valley. We want schools to be built in Rift Valley. We want schools to... It's the same thing. When I come from Kiambu, I say, first of all, I come from Kiambu. I come from Kenya, but first from Kiambu. Or first from Gatundu, then Kiambu, and then Kenya. So clamor for political recognition, and therefore economic recognition and economic benefit is the actual politics. It's politics 101. It is just about division of resources and distribution. So I find no problem with people from Mount Kenya East saying now we want development to come specifically to Tharaka Nithi. We want roads in Meru. we want roads or we want development in Embu. There is nothing wrong with that, absolutely. That should not be misconstrued to say that we have divorced as a people. No, 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 no. We are together. We are only asking for, this is only clamor for development and for political recognition.